Hi, I'm Martin, the creator of FindFocus, and today I will show you how the software works. After you install the software, you probably land on a screen that looks something like this, and you might be wondering what all the different icons mean and what features the software includes and how they work. So to get started as fast as possible, we will jump right into the profiles where you can create the different options for blocking Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, whatever you want to block to focus on your work. So for this example, we will create a new profile and I will show you how to block Facebook as a website and Skype as an application. So we will call this Facebook plus Skype. You can add a description here. This becomes useful if you create a lot of different profiles after using the software for some time and you do not remember what they were meant for. Also, on most Windows, there's this hints question mark where you can see what actually are the features in the open window. So after you finished the name, you click next, and here you decide how you want to unlock the profile. First of all, we have no protection. That means you can simply use this icon later on when the software is running to disable the software. You can use an unlock delay, which I call delay discounter. That means you can unlock Facebook, for example, or Skype, but you have to wait 5 minutes after you told the software to unlock. You can enter some kind of focus or motivation text. You can either use a global text, which you saw at the settings tab, or you can use a custom phrase like, Martin, do you really need to go to Facebook? Question mark. For this, allow typos or not allow typos. That means if you want to unlock and you make a mistake and have not clicked this checkbox, you will have to start all over again. So right now we will allow mistakes, and the other option is use a random text. This will let the software create random characters that you type in, which is quite difficult, especially if you do not allow mistakes. And you can combine this with another unlock delay. That means you will have to type in the custom text. Plus, after you've typed it incorrectly, you will have to wait for 5 minutes or how long you want to wait to create some space between you and the distracting websites. Or you can use the Fort Knox mode, and that means you are not able to unlock the software while it's running. So for this example, we will use this setting and click on the next button. And here you can create settings for a focus pause. That means while the profile is running, you can pause it and just allow Facebook, for example, for a few minutes. And for this pause, you have the same options. You can use an unlock delay. So you still have, even if you're not, if you're only allowed to want to allow. Even if you only want to allow Facebook for a few minutes, you can still make yourself wait like 1 minute and to rethink your decision. Or you can enter the same focus text. What this does is it helps you to schedule like longer profiles, like for example, the whole morning, but you can allow yourself like for a few exceptions where you allow yourself to check Facebook for a few minutes. And here you set the duration of this pause, and how often you want to allow a pause. For example, like 3 times. If you set it to 0, your profile will run all the time. So we click next. We click no protection, and that's easier to show you afterwards after the profile is finished. Next, we will on this screen, we will block and allow the websites that we want to use. This group button is for adding groups that I will show you later how to do them, that are basically predefined groups that you can choose from. So these are, for example, some Facebook groups I use. But right now, we do not want to use that. We will block facebook.com, and we can even allow like a simple page on Facebook, for example, facebook.com/FindFocus. And if we allow this, there's a hierarchy behind this. That means now I'm able to go to my Facebook group, but all the rest of Facebook is basically blocked. So clicking the next button, here are the applications that we can block. It works with groups as well, although I think there are not that many applications that we need to block. For me, it's mostly my email client and Skype. So here we will block Skype and click finish, and that's it. And congratulations, we have just created our first profile. So to get started right now, we can click the Focus Now button, allow this profile for, let's say, 5 minutes, and click Start. And this is another profile I created, so we will have to choose Facebook plus Skype. So, and if we now click OK, we get a notification. And here on this icon, we can pause the focus mode, we can stop the focus mode, but I will show you right now that Facebook is basically blocked. The software works. It will redirect you to one page on my website with a nice focus quote. My internet connection is a little bit slow right now, but here it is. So now you will see, like, I can go to facebook.com/FindFocus, and it should be allowed. Now I'm still able to do some modifications on my Facebook page for FindFocus. But if I click on, for example, my profile, it will automatically redirect to the blog page to my website. Okay, now if you want to pause FindFocus, you just click here and pause the focus mode, and now you can reload the website and you're able to go back to Facebook again. And now we are back on Facebook. If we want to resume or end the pause earlier, we can just click resume focus mode. That means the pause ended and the website is blocked again. Also, if I try to launch Skype, it's not possible. So here we can click on Facebook. Here we see like how long the profile is still running and how many pauses are remaining. So first it was 3, and now if we do another pause, it will show you how long the pause is running and how many pauses are remaining. So that's it so far for the first profile. Congratulations, you just I think that's what most people need to get started. And now we take a deeper dive into the software. So for that we will just stop the focus mode, and if we want to stop it we have to type in this text that we defined earlier. Facebook. You saw I made the typo at the end of the sentence. If I would not have clicked the checkbox for allowing mistakes, I would have to start all over again and type in the sentence. So if we want to modify our profile, we can simply click on this button, which will start the wizard again. Or if we want to copy a profile, for example, we defined all the websites, but we want to have like different unlocking options for different times, we can simply copy a profile, or we can just delete a selected profile. Right now I created two different profiles, as you can see. And we will jump into the next feature, which is sequences. For sequences, this can be used for a Pomodoro timer, for example. I created here like one sample sequence. You can add, rename, copy, or remove them. Pretty self-explanatory. Pretty obvious what to do, and here we can choose from the selected profile, and this would mean we have like one profile where I only allow website that I need for work, and in the break I will have the option to make changes to my Facebook group. It would make more sense if I would allow just 5 minutes for Facebook and Skype, and we can do that right now. I will just show you how to do that. That means next we will just keep the settings, and here we can basically allow Facebook and block all other websites. That means during our break we will be able to use Facebook to take a look at the at our feed, but we will not be allowed to click on any links that would make sense for a Pomodoro timer. And Skype will still be blocked, who cares? So and like 25 minutes, 5 minutes break. We can change the times here, of course, we can change the order, and for the final break we will allow 30 minutes of Facebook. Okay, that's the sequence, and if we want to start a sequence right now, we can click on the Focus Now button, and we could choose the sequence. It will show like our sequence we just created will run for almost 2 hours. And if we click OK, we would be able to use only sites that we allowed, and work for a session of 2 hours. We will not do that for this tutorial, but that's basically how sequences work, which can be quite useful if you want to create a new habit of working in Pomodoro mode. Here on the side you can see a preview of what the profile does, and which options you choose. For example, this one has a focus pause duration of 7 minutes, 10 pauses. You will have to type in some type of focus text. All websites are blocked, and only a few websites, mostly work related, are allowed. Okay, that's the sequence feature. Let's move on to the next feature, which is the groups. Here you can create different groups, which basically make it faster to create new profiles. For example, a predefined group for email would be something like this, where I block different email clients. Or I can just, as I showed you, Facebook groups where I just allow certain groups and block all the rest of them if I just want to do some marketing or something like that within certain Facebook groups. Okay. You can do the same, of course, for applications as well. And I already showed you how the groups work within the profiles, but we can just use this Facebook group example. Go to profiles, modify it, and if we want to allow more, go back and block Facebook again, and want to allow more groups, we can just click Add Group. We will select Facebook groups and then move this one up. And now all Facebook will be blocked except for my personal page, FindFocus, and my personal profile and some other Facebook groups. So we finish that, and that's how groups work and what they're used for. And of course, let's go right back into it. We can just uncheck some of the groups if we want to have different profiles. But it basically saves us the time from entering all these long URLs again. So we finished it. Okay, that's how the software works basically. That are the most important options, and now I will show you some other cool features that I created within the software. The first one, and probably most important one, is the ability to schedule your profiles. That means you will be able to have the same routine day in and day out. So we will enable the scheduler, and now we can create a new schedule. For example, for this we can use a sequence again or a profile and run that every day at the same time. For example, if we want to have the routine of starting every day at 8 a.m., we can start our Pomodoro sequence. We want to do that all work days. Click OK, and now we will have like this scheduled at 8 a.m. in the morning, one sequence, and if the sequence is running, then we simply have to click the pause button to make a pause, and depending on which profile is currently allowed, like for our Facebook example, it's something different that would be allowed during a pause than for the work allowed. Or we can simply remove them again and add our example profile, which was blocking Facebook with the allowed groups, and block Skype. The cool thing is if we create multiple profiles, we can run them at the same time. So I will just show you how to do that. Where's scheduler? The plus button was hidden, so I had to make the software a little bit bigger. So here we can add like our other profile. and yeah, the time, how long it should run. Like select the starting time, select how long it should run, click add, and it will automatically be added. That means these profiles are running at the same time. For example, if I want to unlock my work allowed profile, where I have blocked all websites, if I just pause it and the Facebook profile is running, that means I'm still not able to go to Facebook, which is pretty cool. And of course, if you want to disable a profile which is currently running, you can click the disable button, and yeah, it will stop working. Like if the profile is currently not running, you simply can click the disable button, and for example, if I have a meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m., I can just disable it, and will be able to use the internet as I want to. Otherwise, the profile will start at the dedicated time. The scheduler protection is basically only to disable the scheduler completely or put it back on. And now I want to show you another pretty cool feature, which is called Focus First. And that means if you have problems to get up at the same time consistently, for example, at one day you get up and start your work at 7:30 a.m. and next day at 8:30 p.m. You can type in an interval here from 6 to, let's say, 10 a.m. Use a sequence and select the Pomodoro sequence. And what this does, if it's turned on, it will start the sequence right after you reboot your computer. And that's pretty cool because you can have the same working routine every day, and it doesn't matter if you start at 6 a.m. or at 10 a.m. because you were drunk or whatever. You can have the same working routine every morning independent of the time, which is, I think, pretty unique feature. Okay, let's go to the next feature, which is breaks. This is one of the features I basically use all the time. And the cool thing is flexible breaks will allow you to take a break every 50 minutes, and it will run for let's see, yeah. Okay, here's how it works. The break feature will run for 50 minutes, will trigger a break every 50 minutes, and it will run for 5 minutes, for example, like you can have it longer or shorter. And the cool thing about the breaks is you can postpone them, but you will be reminded again. So you can postpone a break for 5 minutes, and you can enter a maximum postpone count, like up to 10 times right now. So if we now enable it, we will see like the time till the next break is 50 minutes. And if we, like in 50 minutes, a break will start, or you can, you can start a break right now. And the cool thing is it has either a postponed protection, which you know from the profiles, where you can use a custom text to remind yourself that you should not skip your break. And you can even protect yourself from skipping your break with the Fort Knox mode. That means you can, right now with this setting, you can postpone your breaks 10 times. That means for a maximum of 50 minutes. And then you will be forced to take a 5-minute break. And I will show you now how a break looks like. Let's see, we can use a break now and start a break for 5 minutes. And yeah, so now the screen turns black. You will show how long you still have for the break. And now you can simply postpone the break. And for that we have to type in even this text. And we clicked no mistakes are allowed. So we have to type in this correct, which is harder than it looks like. Okay. And now the break is postponed for 5 minutes. And while the break is active, you are not able to make any changes. But right now we can also skip this break. Skip this break. Click OK. What I really like to do is to have no protection for the postpone break, but something for the skip protection. That means if we take a break now, I'm just able to postpone it and will be reminded in 5 minutes. So for example, if I'm just about finishing an email or want to finish a paragraph of a text I'm writing, I can just click postpone and will be reminded to take the break 5 minutes later. And if I have not finished the email, I can just postpone it another 5 minutes. But after a certain duration, I will be forced to take the break, except I put in the, I use the skip protection and enter the text. So that's it for the breaks. And yeah, next feature I would like to go to is the blacklist. The blacklist is independent from the profiles, and the setting is basically for websites that you do not want to enter again. For example, this might be a poker website or some porn website or a certain news site that you do not want to use any longer, or a certain game that you want to quit forever. And so you will be able to enter a website here. Let's say we do not want to use youporn.com ever again, like just an example. I will just put it here, and now I'm not able to use this website ever again after I enable it. Or for application blacklist, this could be in a software like Steam or something if we want to get rid of online gaming. So here are the settings, and we can decide how, like if we want change our mind and want to visit some porn or something again, then we can have to wait like 72 hours before we can actually go to the website. That's a long-term protection that is always running, which is pretty cool. And we can combine this with yeah, like a focus text, like something like Martin, I quitted porn forever, remember, something like that. I don't know. But if we now enable it, yeah, I will have to wait 72 hours before I can actually reverse it. So let's start it. And now, yeah, it shows blacklist is active. That means we are not able to go to YouPorn any longer. So, which is pretty cool. And well, let's go back to the software. And if I now want to disable it, I can tell myself, Martin, I quitted porn for. Oh, Martin, I quitted porn ever dot remember question mark, and now the blacklist will be disabled in 3 days. And I can, of course, come back to my senses and just cancel it. So that is the blacklist feature. Let me check what else do we have. Okay, let's say you created your perfect schedule and it works as you want it to be, like have your perfect found your perfect day. Then you can protect all settings until a certain day. For example, you can choose like until probably you do not want to go that long, but just for a week or something. Currently it's June 31st. We can protect ourselves for, let's say, for 1 week and click OK, and then choose the Fort Knox mode. And if we now lock the software, then the, all settings will be locked. We will not be able to, oh, this was the break reminder. Now we want to skip this break. That means we will not be able to make any changes with the scheduler, not to make any changes with profiles, with the blacklists. This will basically lock this software that you'll not be able to make any changes to your routines. But right now we do not want to use that. We can use like no protection. And also if we just want to log in the current day, we can just use preference protection for 1 hour or something. That means after we click the lock button and want to unlock it, we have to wait 1 hour before we can actually make any changes. So the software will be protected all the time, but if we want to make changes, we unlock the software again and have to wait 1 hour. So let's show you how this works. We will just choose today. Right now it's 10:48, so we will just put in 10:49, click lock, and now we cannot make any changes to the profiles, to the blacklist. Like basically the software is completely blocked. The only thing we can do is take a break or run a profile that we created. Now if we want to unlock it, it's it's 10:49, and so okay. Now we can use the software again. Let's test it again if that's really working. Just 1 minute and lock the software. Oh, this should not be the case. But yeah, it doesn't matter too much. Okay, it has to be more than 1 minute, obviously. So now click OK, and the software will ask if you're really sure about this. So now we'll not be able to make any changes. Okay, I guess that were all the features. If we want to take a look at this tutorial or at other tutorials, just click the button for tutorials, which will lead you to the place where I have the quick start guide and will upload all the different videos. I hope you found this tutorial useful. If you have any question, just shoot me an email at martin@findfocus.net, or you can simply report a bug. Oh, that's the last thing I want to show you. If you have any problems with this software whatsoever, just click on this field and you can report a bug. You can say like, for example, FindFocus won't unlock. FindFocus won't unlock, and yeah, use the same here. And what this will do, we will get a send. You will send like your current options for the profile to our support email, and yeah, this will create a ticket, and we will be able to take care of your problem. That's it for now. Thank you for watching and have a great day, and talk to you soon.